A China Coast Guard vessel was spotted near Manila Bay aggressively tailing a Philippine Coast Guard ship headed for Bajo de Masinloc or Scarborough Shoal. A maritime security expert warned this is likely an intentional attempt to intercept or escort Philippine ships reaching so-called West Philippine Sea waters. Sea Light Director Ray Powell said the Chinese vessel is waiting just outside Manila Bay in prime position to block or shadow the Philippine Coast Guard. Simultaneously, a Chinese research ship has been spotted near the shoal, raising alarms about its purpose, which Powell said may be potentially prospecting or deploying underwater drones. This incident comes just days after a collision at sea between a Chinese Coast Guard cutter and a Chinese destroyer. No word yet from Philippine authorities on these latest sightings.
The Philippines not taking responsibility for the collision between two Chinese vessels in Bajo de Masinloc Monday. The ships from China's Coast Guard and Navy collided in the disputed waters as they attempted to drive Philippine vessels away from the area. Manila's Foreign Affairs Department says while the outcome was unfortunate, the Philippines is not at fault. The DFA also renewed its demand for compensation from China for damage it caused to a Philippine vessel in June last year.
Taiwan's government has extended a note of deep respect for President Marcos after his comments about a potential Taiwan-China conflict that riled Beijing. The praise comes as Marcos said the Philippines cannot stay on the sidelines if a crisis erupts in the Strait. It's a stance that challenged China's hands-off expectations. This acknowledgement from Taipei comes at a critical moment as tensions continue to rise across the region. Officially, the Philippines recognizes one China while maintaining economic and cultural ties with Taipei.
In other news, President Marcos and his South Korean counterpart Lee Jae-myung discussed strengthening trade and investment ties between the two countries. This was done in a call between the two leaders as the nations mark their 76th anniversary of diplomatic relations this year. Marcos said the talks also centered on expanding and advancing development initiatives, infrastructure projects, and people-to-people exchanges. Earlier this year, the Philippine Armed Forces revealed Manila and Seoul could soon ink a military deal that would allow each side to deploy forces in each other's territory.